Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video we'll be talking about how to prepare your baby for potty training. Remember we talked about when and how to know your baby is ready to be potty trained. So this video is how to actually prepare your baby for potty training. Don't go anywhere, stick around. This is the first time I'm shooting a video without makeup on. Reason being that I've had some really terrible skin issues, so I tried to cover it with makeup. But I started a therapy recently and it's working for me. So you'll be seeing me most of the time like this because I don't really like makeup like that. So I just had to do it because I had to do it. So I hope you like my new face. Welcome back. If you have not subscribed to our channel, this is the first time of you bumping into any of our videos, please subscribe. And if you're a returnee, we appreciate you. Thank you for the love and support so far. So on today's video, I'll just be telling you how you can prepare your child for potty training process proper. So we're going to be looking at the two approaches. So the first approach we'll be looking at is the child-oriented approach. And the second approach is the parent-oriented approach. We'll be explaining these approaches and also tell you how you can go about them. When I say the child-oriented approach, what I mean is you wait for the child to be ready to be potty trained. So they give you the signs. They tell you when they want to poop. They can stay long hours before using the toilet and all that. They are showing interest actually. That is the child-oriented approach. And one beautiful thing about this approach is it is very easy. There is no work. The work is really less. It's straight to the point. Once they start, that is it. They are not going back. So one of the basic or major advantage of the child-oriented approach is, like I said, once they start, it just takes 2 days and you are done. But the disadvantage is it may take them up to 3 years or 4 years to be able to start. It varies with children. So for the second one, which is the parent-oriented approach, where you now think your baby is old enough to be potty trained and now you want to start teaching them or forcing them, the word forcing them to use the potty, it is at this point that parents are always frustrated because your child is not ready, but you're forcing your child to potty train. It works for some people, but for some, you easily get discouraged and wait. So let me tell you, before my son turned 2 years old, I stopped him from wearing diapers during the day. I only wore him diapers at night. So I was trying to teach him, I wanted to experiment and see. I was trying to teach him how to potty train. So I realized that most of the time, each time I take him to the toilet, he's crying. He doesn't want to. When he steps out, he will pee on his body. And each time you watch him, like you see that he wants to use the potty, you take him to the toilet, he doesn't want to use it. So after a while, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I was really frustrated. So I just decided that this boy is not ready. So I started wearing him diapers again during the day. I just started wearing him diapers again because it seems he was not ready. So that's what happens when you are using the parent approach. I know a lot of pressures come and people tell you, your child is still using diapers at this age. Why are you still wearing your child diapers at this age? Or your friend's baby who is 2 years old is already potty training, and then you think, oh, my child should be potty trained. I'm not saying it's a bad approach. It has worked for people. But I'm saying if your child is not ready, it's going to be a really stressful journey for you. So if you are using the parent-oriented approach, there are things that you can do. So like I did during the day, I stopped wearing him diapers. And then I discussed with everybody in the house that, okay, this boy is starting potty training. So we should look out for when he's showing signs that he wants to use the toilet. That was one thing I did. Then the second thing is you have to get him all the necessary things required to start the process. And then you have to be really vigilant, and you have to put in effort, like be consistent, be intentional about it, put in your mind to it, because it's a lot of work. So when you are trying to prepare your baby for the potty training process, these are the things that you should do. First of all, you have to get them a potty and pants. Then you have to stop wearing them diapers during the day. You can wear them at night. Another thing you can also do is taking them to the toilet every 2 hours to check if they want to use the potty, and then you constantly ask them if they are ready. And note, they should be able to express themselves at this point. If your child is not talking yet, then this approach is not going to work. And then next thing you can also do is, once they wake up in the morning, the first thing you want to do is take them straight to the toilet and stay with them there. Make sure they pee or poop or do whatever they want to do. Then at night, occasionally or intermittently, you can wake up, take them to the toilet. So you can see it requires a lot of work. It can be really stressful, but if you can do it, then do it. But if you cannot do that, just wait for your child. I know of some children who started potty training at 3 years old. I know of some who started potty training at 4 years. But the truth is, once they start, that is it. One of the major benefits or advantage is that it saves you money and also saves time. But the disadvantage is you have to invest a lot of energy and work into it. And if you're someone who is not always available, to do this thing, it can be really frustrating and stressful. I would recommend that you study your child properly and then see which works best for you. For me, I tried using the parent-oriented approach and it didn't work. So I'm waiting for my son to be ready. But for my daughter, it was different. She just showed interest. Before she was 2, she showed interest and we tried it, and that was it. I'm still doing my research on male and female children, which is easier to potty train. But I think gender is also playing a role in my son not adjusting to the potty training process. So I'm not done with the research yet. When I'm done, I'll make a video and tell you guys what I think. So, but for now, I think you should wait for a sign to show that your child is ready. So this is the second video on the potty training series. If you have not watched the first video, please check it out. Then we are going to be talking about items that you need to get when you are starting potty training proper. That will be the next video on this potty training series. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to this channel and be a part of us. And also, don't forget to like this video, share it. I will see you next time. Bye.